like TV.
Are you ready? Fight!
Our team thinks that life experiences are better than books. We will explain why we think life experiences are better. First, books are boring. Second, books are not always right. Third, experience is the best teacher. Reading books is boring, so we don't pay attention as much. First of all, my friend has told us that reading books are boring than doing life experiences. Secondly, our school chooses some books and we have to read and do quizzes from those books. I read the book on the way to school. It was too long and filled with too many words, so it was not very exciting and I felt tired after reading it. Finally, some people say that there are exciting things in books and that it is a story about something. I agree with them because reading a book is not very impressive compared to life experiences. Also, some long stories are not very exciting and we can become tired. Finally, making more experiences is more impressive in our memory. Experience is the best teacher is an old and boring saying, but I agree with it. We can learn philosophy in books, but the most important thing is learning basic manners. Manners are very useful in life and we can learn it through our experiences. When we don't experience things, we cannot learn anything, so we don't know how we should do something without experiencing it first. For example, when we are in class, we learn a lot from our fellow classmates that we cannot learn in our fellow classmates. We cannot learn in our textbooks, like working together and sharing with each other. Young children only believe what they see or have experienced. In conclusion, experience is more useful for students and young children. Children in preschool or younger cannot learn things by reading books because they don't understand how to read yet. It's much harder to learn things when we are younger since we cannot read. Take, for example, learning to walk. We don't learn how to do this by reading a book, but rather by holding our parents' hands. At this young age, we have to learn from life experiences like learning to tie our shoes by watching our parents do it. When we go to preschool, we learn something by playing, not by reading. Also, we learn what things are and how to pronounce words properly through our actions. It is much easier and faster to learn something by doing it at this age. Since young children cannot learn through reading books, I think it is better to learn from life experiences and feelings.
Life experiences are more memorable to learn from than books. First, we can learn many sports from books, such as soccer, baseball, and basketball. When we kick the ball and throw the ball, then we are able to remember the sport skills more better. Next, when we memorize vocabulary words from books, we can remember them for a long time. Talking with other people using these vocabulary words will be the best way to remember them. Finally, when I went to China, I learned many more things that I didn't learn when I read a book about them in school. For example, I learned about the taste of traditional foods, which isn't something a book could have taught me. So because of these reasons, I think that life experiences are better than books to learn from. Thank you.
My name is Lee Seung-ye and our team member is Kim Se-yeon, Kim Soo-yeon, Kim Song-yun. We think books are more comfortable than life experiences. We have three examples that book is comfortable than life experiences. That is, book have pictures and we can learn in books then conveniently, and we can learn from books and we can go university. I think books are comfortable to learn knowledge from. My first example is that we are too young to learn directly from experiences. For example, I can't learn how to drive in my age, but I can read about it in a book. My second example is that we can learn things more conveniently. For instance, we can carry books anywhere. My last example is that we can be explained comfortably about things, like we can read about something before we do it. Take for example that we can learn how to do a science experiment before we actually do it.
I think that books are better to learn from because they don't have a limit. First, we know what polar bear is, but how do we know this? If we know everything from one life experiences, then we can know what polar bears are without going to a certain spot to see them. Second, we can prepare more easily and have more useful information. For instance, if we go to China and we don't know anything about it, then we can prepare for things. Finally, if I haven't been to France, then I can know about their lives, food, or their culture. If my friends talk about France, then I can talk with my friends. But if I read about a book about France, then I can talk with my friends more easily.
Books have more pictures and explanations. Since books have pictures, we can see them more closely instead of doing something for real. So using a book to study is more comfortable, also convenient to see. For another example, books have easy to understand words, so we can understand them very easily. Instead of listening to explanations that are boring with our words, it will be more fun and easier to just read them. The third example is that the explanations are more specific, so we can know many things that we want to know. Therefore, books give us more knowledge than life experiences.
Books are the more important source of knowledge because we can learn things more safely. First, books teach us dangerous things first. We can learn how to build a house before we actually do it. Secondly, we can learn how to do a science experiment from a book before we do it in the classroom. Finally, we can learn how to drive from a book first. It would be very dangerous to drive without reading all the rules first. Learning things by doing them first could cause us to lose a limb or our eyesight. So, I think that we learn more from books than from life experience.
Okay, good. So now everybody has 1 minute to think about their rebuttals.
Taehyun said that when we go to China, we can learn useful things from books, but I think we can watch videos about China's culture. We can hear it so it is more memorable.
But I think books can teach us more detail and correctly.
Sunya said that when we read books, we can learn things more comfortable. But I think that it is difficult to find books that have information which I want to learn about. So learning things by experience is more comfortable and convenient. But we go to the library, we can ask the librarian and we can find information in book.
Sean told that we can understand more easily with books, but I think that some books have difficult words, so it is hard to understand sometimes.
Okay,
Can you say
can you repeat it again?
Sean told that we can understand more easily with books, but I think that some books have difficult words, so it is hard to understand sometimes.
We can find the word from a dictionary or ask at some teacher or adults.
We can't do all of experiments, but on the other hand, we can read all of books too.
Andy, who are you rebuttaling against?
Sehyun.
Can you repeat it again?
slowly?
We can't do all of experiments, but on the other hand, we can read all the books too. but we can know about that what we want to know, and and we can pick it up that we want it.
You have something?
We can't do all of experiment, but on the other hand, we can read all of books too.
Okay, do you understand? You don't know what he's saying?
If you want to know about France, then you can't go France first time, but we can pick a book about France, then we can know about France more easily and quickly.
Okay. Your team can help you. Your team is supposed to be on the same side, right? So you guys can help each other. So do you want to rebuttal back? Oh. She wants you to repeat it.
Please sing clearly.
If you want to go France, then you can't go France that when you want to go, but we can pick a book about France, then we can know about France more easily and detail.
We can also learn French from internet.
Oh.
But sometimes internet is not correct too.
But when we want to learn many countries, and we cannot read all the books about that countries, and learn something from internet is more comfortable than reading books. One more time.
One more time. Please repeat.
When we learn a lot of countries, we cannot read all books about many countries, and I think search in internet is more comfortable than reading books.
But books are more comfortable too. She said books are comfortable, then internet are comfortable too. You said that we are remember words we need long time, but I think that book have a easy explaining, so we can see it more comfortably.
Talking with other people, can be more effective way, I think. Science said that young children can't read a book yet, but I think they can read a picture book, and they like their parents to read a book for them.
But however, experience is more memorable to young children.
But very young children can't learn from many things in life experiences too.
But when we are young, we learn how to walk to my parents and how to speak to my parents.
Parents have to take care of their baby, and they can know about how to protect their baby very well, so they have to read a book.
But I think baby use more time to experience something than reading books. So I think for babies, having experiences are more better for babies.
But the young children or baby move baby. But baby is very young, so their parents doesn't like their baby move because that is dangerous.
Yes, parents doesn't like baby move, but uh, but baby always experience something new. Also, students learn new things by parents. So I think we have experience always.
If you wanna go, you can continue.
But young children can know about what they want to do, so they can read a book and they know more about the interesting things, and they can know about the things, and they and then they have to they have to know about that they want to do, and then they can do that.
You said babies didn't know what they want to do, but so I think baby won't know, will not know what is a topic about. They read the book. What is the topic about the book they read?
You said books are boring, but when we read movie book or fantasy and what we want to read, that will be very fun and exciting as much as experiencing. So I think books are not always boring like you said. How do you think about it?
But for the young kids, all the kinds of books are hard to understand.
But parents can help babies to understand the book. But parents can help the babies to understand the book.
But most of the parents want their babies have more experiences than reading many books in younger ages.
But some parents don't want their baby to do dangerous experiences.
Uh, when parents help them how to experience something, I think it is not dangerous. When baby experience something, and parents will keep babies how to do experiences, so I think babies will not be dangerous.
But parents don't know when babies do dangerous things, so they don't let babies always to do nothing dangerous.
But there are many experiences that we can do with parents. Like when we go to department store, we can participate in cooking experiences.
In department store, cooking experiences can happen, but baby will lost lost, so parents will can't find.
But I don't think babies will run away in the room. I don't think that babies will run out to room. And when babies run out to room, parents can catch them.
But sometimes parents don't know where babies go to the direction.
When babies do cooking experiments, always there is guide teacher, so they will not lost.
But when mother don't know and guide teacher don't know because when baby is small they can't know when the baby go out.
But I think when baby lost, there are announcements that how to find the parents, and when we go to cooking academy, they give us a paper that have our name. So I think when we get lost, but we can have an announcement and parents can catch us.
Myungju, you said books are boring, but some funny books will be funny too.
But sometimes when we go to the large library, it is hard to find very funny books.
But there is funny book.
But it wastes time. We can ask to librarian when we can't find the books.
But we should not read only fun books. When we go to elementary school, we have to learn science, and the textbooks is not funny. And so I think having experiences are more fun.
But it is not all people think that textbooks are boring.
Yes, not everybody thinks that the textbooks is difficult and not fun. But when we are in science class, it is more memorable to really do science experiments.
But textbook's purpose is not to not have a fun. We can have to find the fun in textbook.
But I think through our experiences we can learn science, and through our books we can learn things too. So I think experiences are fun, but we can learn is through also. So I think it is more good for children to learn with life experiences.
But we can fail with experiencing and science experiment.
When we practice and practice, we can success, and I think it is more memorable than success in one time.
But sometimes the science, well, sometimes is to do, or sometimes it's fail or it is wrong.
One more time.
Sometimes science class is not correctly.
Yes, you said our science experiments result can be wrong, but I think that our teacher always teach us, and our teacher can teach us how to do experiments. And before we start, we learn from videos.
One more time.
You said that when we do science experiments, the result can be wrong, but when we try, we can success. And our teacher can help us how to do science experiments. And before we do science experiments, we learn from our science videos.
But some teachers don't know the correct result, so they have to read a teacher's book and they can know about the correct result.
But I said that we can see pictures or videos, and I think that seeing pictures or seeing videos is having experiences too.
The pictures or video is correct. I think correct is, but we can see
if we see pictures or video, then we can see the more details.
Our team still believes that life experiences are better than books, although a team argued that we can books are more important source of knowledge, but but at least we have to try one more time. Our team, our team thinks, our team thinks books are more convenient than life experience because books have more pictures, so young children can enjoy to it.
Good. Okay, everybody. Good job. Okay, so teams, please stand up and shake each other's hands. It was a good debate. Good debate.